Christmas. Well, welcome to Renovate Innovate. And welcome to Santa's favourite YouTube channel, Renovate Innovate. We're going to be looking at one of Santa's favourite helpers, Andy. He's been beavering away and he's upcycled this mid-century grain store into this wonderful looking side table. Let's watch this video. is rotten, so it had to be taken out. It's really smelly as well. So here we are, just making our new ply lining. We decided to use 18mm for the back of the box because on the original it was heavier, and then 9mm ply it was for the sides. So just marking it out here, ready to cut it. Oh yeah, I want just scribing these sides in. What a nice snug fit like the original. The original box had these ribs in the corner, so we thought we'd do the same, and we also cut them the same length as the original, but we found after that, well, we decided after that we wanted to actually line the box, and so we actually removed these ribs. Okay, so these are all the hinges and the ribs. Easiest way to get these cleaned up is to get them into the sandblaster. Right, so everything's sandblasted, and we've got that lock sandblasted. We still weren't too sure if the key was the right key, so a real good clean with some penetrating oil. Let that soak for a little bit, and well, to our surprise, it was the right key, and it turned. I was so scared it was going to break here, but I think I might, yeah. It was just that rust that had held it in place, so we'll clean that rust off. And then we got a working lock. And this is it. This is the finish after it's been sandblasted. A little bit coarse and really flat, and we really wanted to get it nice and shiny and get rid of all that dullness. So we're experimenting here with Just going through different grits of paper to see what kind of finish we got. 180 paper seemed to work well, and it didn't scratch the galvanised metal. Yeah, and then we also tried out these polishing discs for the grinder. They work great. The combination of the sanding and working through the grits, you know, from a coarse grit down to a fine grit, and it just got that finish, that real shiny finish that we were after. After we'd gone through the grits with the grinder and the polishing discs, somebody suggested that we use a polishing mop or try it, and that's what we've done, and that was the look we were after. So we hit it with some polishing compound there, and then we gave it a buff with a polishing pad as well, and we were really happy with that. That was the finish we were after. Yeah, this was a moment of truth. We just got a bit of metal cleaner there. Just, oh yeah, that was the finish we really wanted. Really shiny, hopefully showing up there in the light. So before we got the hinges and the ribs polished up, yeah, we sent them over to our fabricator, who set to work and straightened them out. Did a great job of that. And they were ready then for polishing and riveting back onto the box. I also got the lock straightened up now once it was working, and got that soldered and soldered back onto the lid. So moving on now, after the metalwork was done on the outside, it was time to line the inside, and we chose a leatherette material. It's brown leatherette, and we needed the base to fit perfectly, so I'm just making a template up there just so it fits really snugly. So there I am, just transferring that pattern to the opposite side of the base, and it wasn't square at all, so you can see the curves and the lines in there. So we're just using a spray adhesive, both sides, on the back of that and on the back of the material and on the plywood as well. And here are the rivets. We bought copper rivets for this. We've got the riveting gun. And of course with the rivets you have to drill exactly the right hole for the rivet, and you have to get the rivet, when we're using this rivet gun that we've got, you have to cut it to exactly the right length. So you just place a block on the back and squeeze the trigger. And we also, to match the copper rivets, we've got some copper hairpin legs. And we chose not to rivet them on, but to use these little nuts and bolts. Oh, and again, we've used these hairpin legs before. Much easier to buy them in as opposed to manufacture our own. We just wanted to put a little stay on this so that it didn't open too far, and we just riveted some of the old brackets on there, and that's it. Well, that was a lot of work, wasn't it, boys and girls? I think it looks great here in its setting now under the Christmas tree, but I think I should take this home for Mrs. Claus. But Mrs. Claus says we've got too much stuff there already. But anyway, we have a fantastic Christmas and we look forward to a year of more exciting projects. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Santa's favourite YouTube channel, Renovate Innovate. Have yourselves a Merry Christmas and we'll see you in the new year. Ho, ho, ho.